We're thrilled with the results we had this quarter. It was really driven by our solid execution all around the world, but in particular in the United States, where the business accelerated and drove our overall performance. We see lots of opportunity with the wind at our backs now, with delivering better ad formats, better relevance. All of this is leading to great results, and we see a lot of momentum behind us now.
Now, Ned, clearly enthusiasm for your revenue growth outweighing concerns about that decline in monthly active users. We saw greater than expected decline in monthly active users, deceleration in growth of daily active users. You say that's about cleaning up the platform, making it healthier, but how much longer will we see these numbers decline?
So we do think that MAU will decline again in the mid-single digits in the fourth quarter because of GDPR, health, and some of the contracts we have where we deliver text messages with tweets in them. But when we look at DAU, we still see lots of opportunity to grow DAU. That's the best way to measure whether we're driving usage of Twitter as a daily utility. It grew 9% this past quarter. That's 8 quarters in a row where it's grown between 9 and 14%. And between the product improvements that we've made over the last couple of years and all the opportunity that we see to continue to improve the service, we see lots of ways that we can drive DAU growth from here.
But still, less than half of your monthly active users use Twitter on a daily basis. How are you going to turn that around? I mean, at what point are you going to have much higher percentages there?
So to us, that's really a big part of the opportunity. With less than half or well less than half of MAU as DAU, there's lots of opportunity to convert them into daily users as we continue to improve all kinds of things around the service, from the notifications that you get around Twitter to continuing to improve the timeline. Our onboarding process can get much better as well. We just need to make it easier for people to find the things that they're looking for on Twitter. The great thing is the top of the funnel continues to be really healthy. Every day, 2 million or more people come to Twitter that haven't been on the service for a month or more. A third of them have never been on Twitter before. So we see lots of opportunity to continue to help them find what they're looking for to grow our DAU.
Ned, is there any way to quantify of that decline in MAU? How much is self-imposed, for lack of a better word, whether that's GDPR compliance or your own internal health efforts?
So you should think about the drags that we've talked about: health, GDPR, SMS, and then we mentioned a couple others that were newer this quarter. Those are really the things that have been drags. Underneath that is a strong underlying trend. And I think the DAU growth that we talked about of 9% is the best way to identify that strong underlying trend where product improvement and people just organically coming to Twitter because it's the place to go to find out what's happening in the world and what people are talking about. I think that DAU growth is the best way to demonstrate our success in growing the user base.
Ned, it's David Faber. Been using this platform for years, so do have a lot of familiarity with it. I've also been talking to your various leaders for quite some time, and I can remember Dick Costello telling us about scaffolding around the platform, talking about onboarding the same way you did and getting better at it. Can you give us some specific things you've done to make it easier, and any specific metrics you can cite that your onboarding efforts are succeeding?
Well, there's still a lot we need to do to make onboarding better. I don't know about you, but every once in a while I'll go through the process of creating an account to just see what it's like and how it's improved. And as I do it, I'm both able to appreciate what's improved, that we do a better job of getting you into a timeline faster than we used to, but I'm also able to appreciate that there's still a lot of work for us to do. We should be able to anticipate what your interests are, what the topics are that you're going to care about. We should be able to get you into a timeline that tells you about the things that are most important to you quickly so that you can enjoy all the great things about Twitter as quickly as possible. But it's not just about onboarding. It's about that second and third and fourth time you come to Twitter, making sure that we're anticipating all the topics, interests, and events that you care about, getting you into a conversation about them, getting you to tweet about them, and to observe other people talking about these topics.